Smithy, it's a great afternoon down here at Oxford. 5-1 win over Cardiff. Was that expected today?
No, they're the league above. They've got a team full of players that have played for the Wales senior setup. But we're training well. We're on a run. Winning is a habit, and we're in that habit. And sooner or later, it's going to crumble, and someone's going to beat us or draw with us, and then it's going to, it'll go wrong. But we're in that habit, and the girls they're buzzing even before the game. What happened last week at Butland, we travelled all the way down there. We stayed overnight in a hotel to have the game called off that morning, which I thought was disgusting. So to bounce back from that and actually have the atmosphere that we had in the changing room before the game today was brilliant. So yeah, if you ask me, was it a surprise? I think the scoreline was definitely a surprise, but I think our performance wasn't, because we are playing well at the minute.
Of course, you took the lead early on through Rachel, showing her continued development for us. And then Cardiff equalised, and the game was kind of on a turning point there. What was going through your head in order to try and change it, obviously, before the crucial part of the game?
Nothing. I thought, other than the first 5 minutes when we looked nervous, because obviously you're up. This is the thing with the cup game, you're going to play teams in the league above, and Cardiff are a good team, and we knew that, and the girls looked nervous. You could see that in the first 5 minutes, and we weren't playing our game. Cardiff hit the post from a corner, sloppy corner we shouldn't have given them. There's about 4 corners in the first 5 minutes, which was poor by us. But after that, I think we settled into our groove, scored a great goal. I think we looked really good, and it was a decent game to watch. And then obviously the sending-offs come, and has it changed the game? No, it hasn't, because they're players that play in the league above. They've had to change tactically, but I think we stuck to our plan, so it didn't change anything for us, because we still would have played the same way even if they had 11. And I think we were just outstanding. Second half again, we were brilliant. We made use of the ball a lot more. The goals we scored were all different types of goals again, or from different people as well. Assists coming from all over the park. So yeah, really pleasing. But I think after that first 5 minutes, wipe that from the slate, and we could say this is a really good day.
You talk about in terms of the level of Cardiff out there. They showed the sort of physicality that you'd be finding if you were to be in that Southern Premier Division. How well do you think your players handled that today, which obviously, took a few harsh knocks today?
Yeah, but to be fair, that's always been a weakness of ours, is that physicality. And you look at us last year, and if teams wanted to kick us and push us and fight with us, then we would have crumbled. But this year we're kicking back, we're fighting back, we're pushing back, and there's players that are getting kicked and getting up and playing on, and they wouldn't have necessarily done that last year. So it's really pleasing, especially with the next 2 games coming up. We know that they're going to be really physical games, but I don't have to say that to our players, because we can now cope with the physical sort of games. So that was pleasing for me, really pleasing. I think we look at Britt in the middle, the intensity she was bringing today, especially out of possession, was outstanding, and she got her goal from it, which was a really well taken goal. And then EJ's goal was probably one of the best goals she's ever scored in her life, and it was outstanding. But I think credit to, other than them, I think credit goes to everyone else. But Ellie Parker was brilliant at the back. Again, that first 5 minutes, wiped that from the slate. I think she's had a really good game. She's made some great saves, claimed some outstanding crosses. Her distribution was good. And I think that, we were solid, especially second half. We just looked solid, weren't giving away any chances. Yeah.
You've picked out a few players there that have made some sort of key contributions to the performance today. But do you think that the important thing that's going on with this team at the moment, and with the results that are coming through, is that it's not about the individual quality, it's been about the team as a whole? They're all performing together.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of people saying, oh, we're going to be a team together, or, using capital letters in tweets and things like that. You are a team, you're a club, you should be together. There's going to be reasons why teams don't come together. There's going to be reasons why there's going to be, bumps in the road. It's like anything. You spend a lot of time with each other. It's like a relationship. You're going to have ups and downs. But you also find that when you have those downs, there is people within the club, within that team, that will protect you and help you back. And I think that is what we found. We found if someone's having a bad game this year, someone's gone, put their arm around them and picked them up. And and the values and the belief, the values and the culture that we've put in the club over the last few years is now starting to show. And today, what I loved was if someone got kicked, someone else went and kicked someone back for them, and they went and won the ball. If you lost the ball, they were the first ones to fight back to get that ball back. And that was not happening at all over the last 2 years. So for me, yeah, when we talk about being together as a team, I think that's the best thing. The atmosphere, the overnighter last week was brilliant. Like I said, we were let down on the day, and that could have gone horribly wrong for us, but it didn't. We used it to our advantage, and yeah, you saw today how together everyone was. The subs that came on, like, wow, look at our bench. We've got Hannah Samuels on the bench. Kelly Warren's back now. She's back playing again. She was on the bench. You know, what a great bench that we had today, and we're having every week. And Amy Lawrence has gone with the reserves today, but you know, it's very likely she's going to be with us again next week. Like, what a strong squad we have, and the fact that everyone gets on with everyone in the squad is the biggest thing. There's no cliques, there's no, you know, little secret whispers going on in the corner that you do see at sometimes. They deserve that, and the credit goes to the captains, I think, for pulling that all together as well. And Jimmy, as our psychologist, you know, we've done some work on the culture and that at the club, and it's pleasing to see, because you know, we've been saying week after week about not getting too high with the highs, and I said it again today. Don't get too high with the highs, but enjoy it. But those lows have already come for us in previous games, like Exeter, 98th minute, conceding that equaliser. But we bounced back from that, and since then we're now on a run of 7 games without defeat, or winning every game, I think. So we've had the lows and we've reacted well, and we wouldn't have been able to react well if the team weren't together. So that is one of the best things I've seen at this club since I've been here, is this team this year. They just all get on, and they probably hate me at times, but they like each other, and that's the most important thing.
Just a final point to make is the progression for the club in this competition. It's the first time since the team has been at this level with the National League that they've reached the second round. Does that show where the club's going now?
Definitely, and we know, it kills me looking at the league above with some of the teams in that league, and I know that we can come, and it shows today, beating Cardiff 5-1. I do not know how many teams in that Southern Premier, have beaten Cardiff by 4 goals. I couldn't tell you this year or last year, but we've come in, we've physically competed with them. It's good to hear. I didn't know that this was obviously the first time we've got to that round. That's really good to hear. There's some big teams left in the cup, but at the end of the day, like I said in my programme, this is a cup. Like, it means nothing to us at the minute. It's not a final. It's just another cup game that we've won, and we've played well, and we want to get out of this league. And that's our biggest thing, is get out of this league and go and show that we can compete in that Southern Premier with some of the other teams. And that's what kills me. Looking at some of those teams and the way they perform and their professionalism, like, we want to be there, and we know we can compete up there on the field and off the field. And today showed that. But you know, let's enjoy today. Great cup win into the hat for the next round. There's a few teams I think that the players want, so hopefully we'll get one of them.